Welcome back, Denver. We're here on 98.1 FM for the Denver music scene, presented by the Denver Entertainment Group.
Yes, and this segment is brought to you by Shiii's Wings, located in Westminster, 7685 West 88th Avenue. You guys go check out all their bomb wing sauces. They got the notorious BRG. I believe the special this month is
Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar. It's bomb.
It's fire. I don't even like salt and vinegar, but this one was bomb.
Hey, this was surprisingly tasty. Go check out Shiii's Wings.
Right on. And now we have a special guest, our second guest for the show.
Yeah.
We want to welcome Natural Trip to the Denver music scene. Welcome to the Denver music scene.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah,
It's Natural Trip, full of flavor, you're foolish. How y'all doing today?
We're doing great. We're doing great. Even better having you in the building. We actually met at the Eyewear Art Walk Festival, and we seen you perform. You put on an amazing performance. We're like, man.
That's love. That's love.
For the people tuned in, where are you from?
So I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. Grew up on 33rd and Pontiac, East Side.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to Aurora, so I've basically been in both areas for. I've been a Denver native my whole life, so
yeah.
Denver,
So that
Denver
was
stuff, man.
even greater. I'm like, see, you never know. That's why you got to get out and go to different events, different performances. You never know who you could discover, and then it's all local talent from the city.
That part.
Sometimes you just got to pop out and show food.
That part.
But yeah, I mean, that was great.
Yeah, thank you for y'all having me. I really appreciate it.
Definitely.
That's love.
So when did you get into music? How long have you?
What are the roots of your music? Like, where does it come from? Like,
just the love for it. To be honest, I think just the passion for it. Like when I was younger, my mom, I think my biggest influence is probably my mom for sure, because she used to just listen to a lot of different artists like Erykah Badu, Mary J. Blige, just stuff like that. But she was different though. Like she always used to like to listen to live music and shit.
Live music,
Sorry.
Some of those live music, the live performance, the live tracks are some of the best. Like I have the Frankie Beverly and Mays live version of certain songs. It's like it's just a whole different vibe, because the crowd, the energy of the crowd, and then it's a whole different vibe, and it's amazing.
It's just amplified. I feel like the feeling of it is just amplified in the music. It's so dope.
Definitely. When did you first start taking music seriously or creating your own music?
So I really just used to. Again, my mother was the biggest influence, to be honest. Like she used to have like books and stuff too. Like she had Tupac's Rose That Grew from the Concrete.
Yeah, I had that book,
the poem book, and so it was really. I really liked to do poetry and stuff when I was younger. So then I kind of just converted it to music. So it was just really kind of a natural thing.
Do you remember making your first track, your first song?
Oh yeah, it was trash.
Hey man, never know, might be fire now.
Hey man, you learn, you know what I mean? You figure it out, and then you just grow from there, and just, don't be message to the youth out there. Just don't be scared to make mistakes, and don't be scared to fail, and make something happen, man. That's the best learning opportunity, is when you fail.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the more you fail is the more lessons you learn, and that's the more you grow with failure. It's all a part of success. A lot of people don't know this. Everybody sees everybody's wins, especially now with like social media. Everyone's just sharing all that, but there's, you got to take some of those L's to learn.
Yeah,
it's not a loss. It's a lesson.
Exactly. More importantly, don't be scared to show them. Everybody goes through stuff. They just hide it better than you. So
definitely. We asked young Dom this question. So being in Denver, like regionally, like we're kind of in our own lane in a sense. But then, I don't know, I've always kind of seen Denver as like part of the West. Okay. In a sense. How have you always envisioned like Colorado and Denver? Are we like, what region would you say we're kind of more with?
I would say we definitely have a West Coast influence for sure. And I would say early like 2000s, and like we had a Chicago, like Twista and that type of influence as well. Hip hop, I feel like that was a big one.
Definitely.
Yeah. So now I just feel like we just got to create our own lane in this stuff. You know what I mean? And just really don't be scared to try new things in your music. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Don't just follow what the next person's doing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So,
Take the risk and
take the risk.
you know, if you like we said, if you fail, you take a L. It's not a loss; it's a lesson, and
That's
then you
it.
just keep going with it, grow stronger.
That part.
Who are some artists that you like growing up and you still like today?
Man, so I'm gonna say, growing up, I always been a DJ Quick fan. DJ Quick is really like one of those. I feel like he's like low key slept on as like one of the best producers
Oh,
in the
Yeah,
West. You
oh
know what I mean?
definitely,
Slept
yeah.
on,
His,
so,
he's had his hands on everything from
yeah.
stuff in the 90s all the way to like the Chronic 2001 and
Yeah.
even stuff till to this day.
Man.
We seen him perform just right down the street over here at that Flotel last year,
Okay.
and
Oh,
we got
man.
the interview with him. And
Yeah, if you see his
What a show.
performances now, like he goes in and just plays songs that
What was
he's
that
written
other
and
song?
produced,
Yeah.
and it's like it really blows your mind. You're like, oh dang, you know.
Like,
Then
he's
you're like,
done
you
a
know
lot.
what? It does sound like he wrote this. Like,
yeah,
that's cool.
or he's collaborated
Right.
with like
Right.
what, like
Mhm.
YG and Mustard. Like there's
Right.
his like
Right, right,
credits
right.
with their like big hits, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh whoa, he was a part
You
of
didn't
this.
even know he touched it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
You didn't even know he
yeah.
touched the track.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Like, dang. So yeah, I'd say definitely DJ Quick, and then another one of my influences, I say like currently, man, Larry June. That boy Larry June be going crazy.
Yeah.
For sure,
Nice.
for sure.
Who are some artists that you'd like to work with? Whether it could be the mainstream artists, it could be
Okay.
people locally in the city. Who are just some artists that like you want to work with?
Man, I'm gonna say shout out. Well, locally, I'm gonna say my brother got a blast. I'm gonna shout him out first, and then I'm gonna shout out my boy Ray Reed. Shout out to Ray Reed. Shout out to Westside Grime. Those are artists I plan to work with. I got some new stuff with Westside Grime too, and just man, there's a bunch of artists. I'm always open to work with people, shit, stuff. You know what I mean? We can get me and Young Dom on a track real quick. So,
There you go.
Definitely, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what we definitely promote right here on our platform on the Denver music scene is just that unity. I mean, we seen that unity out there in LA that Kendrick brought together. He brought all them people on stage.
man,
Just like something that you never imagined. And we lived in LA for 8 years, so we kind of know the magnitude of what all that was. I mean, and it was like it gives me chills just thinking about it because it's like, wow, look at how powerful and how united. Like, just imagine if like our city could do something like that as well. I mean, not in like a rap battle fashion, but just like have that same unity. Because now those guys, they're gonna go on. People that never even cross paths, now they're gonna work together, and that's how you build a scene, a community, and just that's how everyone will just go up. You know?
I feel like you just create a bigger audience, you know, and like you said, we wouldn't have been here if I wasn't at that spot. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of you got to just branch out and don't be scared to get out your comfort zone. I feel like that's the only way you're gonna be able to really take it to the top is just being able to keep an open mind and just network with people. And,
Definitely.
you know what I mean?
With that being said, how do you feel the state of the Denver music scene is right now as a whole?
Man, I feel like it's great. I see people doing their stuff, so I'm just like, I feel like we just gotta be able to be different, and just not keep following like trendy flows and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I feel like other than that, the sound is getting developed. I see a lot of people doing their thing. Shout out to them. I see the female rappers going crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Queen V. Shout out to Gelato Banks. Shout out I see the female rappers going crazy. You know what I mean? So
Definitely. I mean, the female rappers, even on the mainstream, have kind of been holding it down. Like even like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, like over some of the men. Really, I mean, they're charting and topping the charts for the last few years.
Man, going crazy. I'm like, yeah. I heard the Megan was crazy out here. So
yeah, that concert was at last Monday or Tuesday.
I think it was last Monday. No.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
last Monday.
Yeah, last Monday.
Right.
Yep. And I heard that was going crazy out there. I'm like, missed out on that one.
Yeah, I know we had a couple friends there. She brought like people on stage to like dance and stuff, and they were all up on stage and stuff.
Oh, me going
Throwing
crazy,
it back.
Throwback, not even Thursday. Yeah. Crazy on stage.
Throwing it back on a Monday. Hey.
Facts.
So what do you think of like the music scene as a whole, like right now you got the beef with Kendrick and Drake. Who do you think's winning, or do you think it's over? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh man, y'all might be mad at me for saying this. Y'all might. I don't care though. But hey, Kendrick, he's got it. He got that.
He
I feel
got
like,
that.
Man,
Yeah, no. Oh, definitely.
Just the whole thing behind that, like, and you got people singing that song in the club.
Yeah.
Like, being, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
I don't think Drake could
It's
come
a
back from that.
slapper for
it's
sure.
a slapper
Oh,
too.
man.
That's the big part. It's a
Yeah.
slapper. I'm like, yeah, we definitely seen some different. It definitely spiced up the game a bit, and I see people like stepping their game up. So I
Yeah.
think it's well needed.
I mean, I think Drake could still have a career, but
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as like
He'll
being
still
one of
do
the top
numbers.
guys, I think Kendrick totally knocked him off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Just
it's-
flow wise, everything is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. All and the allegations and all.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like,
it's
oh my
messy.
God.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
Start going down TikTok through the rabbit hole and you start seeing all these things. There's like one guy that's just like talking about all his lyrics from all his past songs, and you're like, man, that's really sus.
Man, for real. And I couldn't believe Kendrick when performed that song 5 times
Yeah,
on stage.
5
He was going
times.
crazy. Like,
I kind of think they were like shooting the music video too, though. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see how that video came out.
that would be
Because he
hard.
went and did a bunch of, I mean,
That's
that
a
was-
huge moment too to get that on the video. That'd be
definitely,
crazy.
definitely.
Okay, shout out Kendrick though.
Yep. Shout out Kendrick. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're still going to chop it up right here on the Denver music scene with Natural Trip. Stay tuned. Yep.
I've been going through some things, but I'm here if you need me. Yeah. I'm on my way to the top. I just hope you don't change on me.
Did you know Hooters wings can fly? That's right, your favorite wings can be picked up for to go and can even be delivered right to your doorstep. Take advantage of Hooters' delicious lunch specials, like our seaworthy Baja fish tacos, mouth-watering Western